Hey everyone, Coach Kelly here with your workout of the day. We have two options to get your work in for the day. Option one is great if you're feeling energized and ready to hit something hard. We have a strength piece, an accessory piece, and a conditioning piece for you today. If you're feeling a little under-recovered and maybe you want to take things at a little bit lower intensity, move for quality, and just feel good, then option two is great for you. It's more of a recovery flow. It will get your blood flowing and get your heart rate up, put you through some essential ranges of motion, and hopefully leave you feeling better than when you came in. Regardless of which option you choose for the day, we always start with a warm-up. Make sure that you go through both rounds of the warm-up. Round one is really just to give you a good feel for how your body's moving for the day, and then round two, we're dialing in activation and getting ready to go. Okay, so if you're choosing option one for the day, we're actually gonna start with our accessory piece. It's gonna help prep you for the strength piece that we have coming right after it. We're gonna do 3 sets of 10 reps of bird dogs. So you'll be on all fours and lift one arm and your opposite leg to extension at the same time, return to the ground, and then change sides with your other arm and your opposite leg. We're really looking for slow and controlled movement, an engaged core, tight glutes, and making sure that your hips and shoulders aren't shifting as you move. Once you finish your accessory work, we're gonna move on to our strength piece for the day. Our strength set is called musical kettlebells. It is an EMOM every minute on the minute for 12 minutes of 12 Russian kettlebell swings. So you'll do 12 swings, rest for the rest of the minute. The top of the next minute, you'll do another 12 swings, etc. for 12 sets. The rules here are that you are not allowed to use the same kettlebell twice in a row. So you can move up and down in weight as much as you like, but you may not use the same weight twice in a row. If you feel confident with your Russian swings, we'd like to challenge you to work up to something as heavy as possible. If you hit your max and you're stuck there, then go on back down and continue for all 12 sets. Remember that Russian swings are just to eye level. This is not a full American swing. So we're looking for explosive hip drive, a nice tight midline, and keeping your whole foot balanced on the floor. For your conditioning piece today, we have another EMOM, this time for 16 minutes. So every minute on the minute for 16 minutes, alternating movements. Your first minute, you're gonna perform 50 double unders. The second minute, 10 sandbag squats. We'll bear hug the sandbag at our chest and squat. Your third minute is a max calorie row. Your fourth minute is a rest. After that, minute 5, you go back to the top, 50 double unders, minute 6, 10 sandbag squats, etc. So there are a total of 4 rounds of each movement. If you finish the work required in that minute, then you rest the remainder of the minute before performing the next movement. Options for scaling this workout. If you have double unders, but you're not confident that you can perform 50 reps in a minute, then we can take the reps down as low as 35 reps per round. If you have to go much lower than that, then we prefer that you scale back to singles, 50 reps of singles per minute. If you don't have jump roping at all, then we can scale to 35 jumping jacks. If you shouldn't be jumping, if we have ankle or knee issues that we're concerned about, then biking is a good alternative. We can perform somewhere in the 10 to 12 calorie range per minute. For your sandbag squats, prescribed weights are 100 pounds for gentlemen and 70 pounds for ladies. We can, of course, adjust these weights lower if we need to. We can also modify this to a double dumbbell front squat, or a kettlebell goblet squat, or a medicine ball bear hug squat as needed. The weight that you choose for your sandbag squats should be something that you can perform 10 reps of unbroken every round, even if it's a little bit challenging. For that max calorie row, if you don't have access to a rower, we can always change any machine work to a ski, a bike, a run. Running is easier for max reps if you create a shuttle of a certain distance and you run back and forth in that shuttle, count each lap as a rep. When you finished your conditioning for the day, make sure you spend a minute cooling down. We're gonna hold a 1-minute cobra today. So laying on the floor on your belly, we can come up to our elbows or up to our hands, depending on your mobility. Make sure that you're squeezing your legs together and squeezing your glutes. We shouldn't be feeling this tension through our lower back. Our goal is to create some extension through our spine and take some pressure off. It shouldn't hurt anything. If you're choosing to do option 2 for the day, this is our recovery flow, and we have 5 rounds, not for time, for quality. We'll start with 12 dead bugs, 12 curtsy toe taps from a box, 12 bird dog kettlebell rows, and 36 single unders with a jump rope. For your curtsy toe taps from a box, you're going to stand on one leg towards the edge of the box. Your other leg will reach behind you across your body and lower yourself to the ground to lightly touch your toe and then return to a standing position. This is probably going to be a low box. We'd like you to choose a height at which you can perform this movement nice and controlled. You shouldn't be falling those last few inches to the ground. So a low box works, stack up weight plates works, set whatever height you need to perform a nice and controlled movement. For your bird dog kettlebell rows, ideally we'd perform these on a bench with one arm and one knee planted. Your opposite knee will be extended and your opposite arm will be holding a kettlebell or a dumbbell. You'll hold that position with a nice tight core and a squeezed glute while you row with the arm holding the weight. If you don't have a bench, that's also okay. We can be on all fours on the ground, in which case I'd like you to take a band, wrap it around a post or a rig, whatever stationary object you have in front of you, and you will row that band towards you as you hold that bird dog position. Jump rope single unders can be modified to jumping jacks if needed, or a bike is a good option if for some reason we're not jumping for the day. If you've got ankle or knee issues that we're worried about and trying to keep things low impact, then get on a bike for maybe 15 to 20 calories. As always, when you finished your working piece, make sure you save time to cool down. Today we have a 1-minute Cobra. Again, this is just to cool down, so we're not trying to force any hard stretches here. We'd like you to lay on your stomach on the floor, squeeze your feet together, make sure your glutes are tight, and come up to maybe your elbows. If you're super flexy, you can come up to your wrists. But again, we're just trying to create some extension here and create some space, not trying to force a stretch. We hope you enjoy your workout today. Get sweaty, have fun, and we'll see you again soon.